My name is Nelson Lorenzo. I moved from Cerritos, California in June 2011. I live in Hampton, New Hampshire on the seacoast. I didn't have housing, nor did I have secured full-time employment. So on my way to New Hampshire, I was able to basically perused Craigslist, made a lot of contacts via email, phone, and luckily on my first day arriving in New Hampshire, I was able to get housing, and I live in a two-story house that was built in the late 1600s, and it's something I still can't believe, but I've been shown some historical texts that back that up. Well, being a Californian, I love being near the ocean and water, and also even though the temperatures between central New Hampshire and coastal New Hampshire is nominal, any increase is welcome, and that's part of the reason why I moved to the seacoast. Also, because Portsmouth is a big part of the seacoast, and it's its hub, and I think it's a really charming town. And if you're a Californian, you're definitely able to, I guess, associate with it more so than some other towns. At least that's my personal take on it. I would definitely have my car checked up or up to spec before moving to New Hampshire, because the inspection requirement that they have is pretty stringent, and for most Californians, that's one thing that's lax over here are laws against modifications and the like. So I would probably have that set up just so I won't be hassled by the cops over there. Well, there's several favorite things, but I mean, I would say the fresh air is a huge plus in my book. You could actually roll down your windows when you're driving on the freeway and not have to take a shower when you come back home. What else? People are very active in New Hampshire. Very active. You see kayaks on cars in the summer, and you see people with skis and snowboards during the winter. There's just always something to do if you like the outdoors. It's definitely a state for you. I learned about the Free State Project during the Ron Paul 08 campaign, and I had gone to PorkFest in 2010. And even having came back from PorkFest, I still wasn't entirely convinced. I actually sat on it for some time about the consideration of moving. Then as I've kept looking at the statistics between the states and where things are going, it became clear that I should definitely make the move, and I set my sights for the next subsequent PorkFest, and I actually moved the same 1 week prior to PorkFest, and I was able to secure employment within 2 weeks and housing. So it worked out. The planning process happened within a span of no more than 2 years, but it was something that I would be on top of almost on a daily basis. You know, just talking to other members, being on the forum, looking at numbers, just looking at all the statistics. But there comes a certain point to where, you know, you've done enough research, and I've heard the phrase analysis paralysis, and that's what I had, and that's when I thought it was time to make the move. I would say do enough research, ask a lot of questions. you're worried about employment, the idea of gaining employment remotely is a little unrealistic for many fields. So it's good to have enough money in the bank to sustain yourself while you look for work, or if you're an entrepreneur, to take it upon yourself to have enough business to carry yourself over into New Hampshire.
Great, thank you.
All right.